right, it's June 20th, and we're here back on a good Sunday again. It's your boy, Matty Rants. Welcome to the panel. How you doing, babies? How you doing this weekend? Hell, we're actually starting a new week. Pride is officially in full effect. I mean, it was already there. It's June. But now the girls are out and about, showing their papers in some cities and letting them into some clubs and getting drunk all over again. But I'm glad that you're tuning in with us today. We got a lot of topics. How you doing? How's it going? I'm shifting this down. Thank you. Okay, I was like, why am I so far up in the booster seats? I don't like that. I don't like that. Better. Okay. Hi, everybody. We've got a lot to talk about today. Drag Race Down Under will actually be given some time today because it's finally ended. And I'm sure we all have our own draggings that we like to do. Mine was done yesterday on the channel, so you can check out my review of the finale as well as my final thoughts on what bullshit season that was. Excuse me. But we also have a lot of other shows to talk about today, too. Legendary is apparently getting a season 3. We could have guessed that, but we have some things that we need to say. That show that everyone told me I needed to watch that I paid dust last week, I'm going to let Jamel can drag me today. Bitch, BET's The Encore is the giggle. It is the giggle. It's the giggle. I can't believe how good it is. Y'all, it's good. It's so good. It is so bad. It's great. I love it so much. I have to talk about that with you today. And yeah, then we also need to drag Candace Owens. We were finally given Juneteenth as an official holiday. And of course, the rat's nest that is Candace Owens decided that she wanted to take her dry scalp and put her 2 cents into this. Someone needs to remind her she is not Tommy Loren and will never look like her. Anywho, we have some other shows that we'll go over as well and other hot topics. I do want to bring my babies in first, my good friends, my good kins. See, Diggy 1 is back this week for the girls who continue to ask, where is the tree? The tree is here. He's here. He is going to give us a full 2 hours this week. Yeah, I did it, Chris. Okay, let me give you my social medias to get that out the way first, and then we're going to go ahead and bring in all the peoples. Jamar just popped in, so we're ready to go. You already know me. It's your boy, Matty Rants. You can find me here on my channel, on the YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share on these videos. Don't forget, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on Bookable on Cameo. I'm on the Stereo app as well for Mondays and Wednesday podcast. Mondays with Dooley _ noted for food porn. Wednesdays with Blake Keisha for online dating and the ghosts who run it. Y'all, the podcast is a good time. Y'all need to join us on those Stereo podcasts. And then also Friday, starting in July, me and Mimi will be resurrecting Fortunate Rants on these Stereo podcasts. That'll be in 6 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern on Stereo. Me and Mimi will be reviving the Fortunate Rants. It's going to be a good time there too, so definitely check that out. I'm also partnered with the Airtime app for Tuesday and Thursday shows. On Tuesdays, we can do Drag Race Everything, where we talk about Drag Race and drag it, or love it, or laugh at it. And then on Thursdays, me and Dooley _ noted do Drag Race Trivia and Hot Topics, where you can win some money and also learn a lot about Drag Race and have a good time with this as well, okay? Bam. If you'd like to donate to the channel, downstairs below, it's Cash App, $MattyRants, Venmo, _Rants, PayPal.me/MattyRants, and also, of course, Super Chats. And I see you in the comment section here. Love y'all so much. Let's get into it. All right, my first co-host. Y'all already know him. We do the podcast together. We on the airtime together. We go through all the weathers, okay? Listen, my goodness, we're trying to get a vacation fully together. Where are you, Dawn? It's Dooley _ noted.
Now, I have spoken to Don this weekend. We're not going to drag him. He actually had some real things going on. So we'll talk about that later.
Okay, I didn't drag him. I just said, where's Dawn? I want my house, Dawn. I want my master bedroom for my birthday. I'm just kidding.
Y'all, let me tell y'all, like, we are appreciative that y'all come and see us here on Sunday. I want y'all to start showing up to these podcasts because they are everything. Like, what y'all get here... It's everything.
Because you're like, making a podcast, Matt. I'm like, you need to go to Stereo and see what we're giving over there, because we be getting to some deep conversations, and then y'all also get to chime in too, because that's how the Stereo podcast app works. You get to send us messages, carry the conversation. Last
Wednesday, myself, Blake Keisha, and Matt, we talked about coming out the closet and what it was like for us, sharing stories. Girl, we laughed. Girl, we cried. It was everything. Like, it's more intimate. Like, y'all gotta come.
It's not on Patreon. It's on the Stereo app. It's a downloadable free app that you can find, and you can look up literally me at Matty Rants as well as Julie _noted. And when we go live, it sends you notifications that you can then listen to and also join in on. Me and C Diggy One also did one on Sailor Moon as well. Yeah, like we can go on there and basically do pods anytime we want to. Save the pods. We can upload them other places, which we're planning on doing some special ones, but right now it's a cute little spot y'all can jump into, and trust and believe it's a key. It's a key.
It's great.
Dooley, social medias, please.
All right, I guess we're going backwards. This retrograde, so we're gonna go backwards still, honey.
It's almost out. We're almost out of there. We got 2 more days.
I think like
Tuesday
or Wednesday is.
Yeah, they said the 22nd we'll be done with this bullshit.
Praise God. You all can find me on my YouTube channel, Dooley Does Food, where I teach you how to make things correctly with real ingredients that you can serve to your friends and family that are not stolen. That's Dooley Does Food. You can also find me on Instagram at Dooley Does Food for my food content only, or Dooley Noted with 2 underscores as presented below for all of my content. And then Twitter is _Dooley Noted _.
All right. Fabuloso. And I do mean the stuff you put in the pot to make your house smell great, because you have people coming to inspect it later and you've been smoking all day. All right.
I do that. And I get the purple one.
That's the only one. It's the only one. Don't you put that green apple up in there. I'm going to know somebody did something wrong. I said, child, they cook spaghetti. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay. Now, y'all have been wondering why it has been a little bit bright lately. Where is the sun? Why is the sun in my face? Well, the tree is back all the way from, not Brooklyn. I'm just kidding, Chris. Look, he's like, what? Okay. Brooklyn? How dare? No, I'm just playing. No shade to Brooklyn. All right, listen, y'all know him very well, giving you all the housewives' teas and news, and in between throwing shade. Only if he's gonna get paid. Come on for the Kimmy verse. It's C Diggy One.
Hey.
Oh, the Phoenix. the girl.
That's cute.
I would pretend like that's not. I was like, this is played, girl. She wasn't here last week, so the Phoenix has risen again, and she go wear this shirt.
I mean, I'm a professional vacationer and all, so.
I mean, that's what I've heard.
Yeah, I know, right?
Well, we're blocked, so we wouldn't know. So there you go.
Well, see, Diggy, I hope you're not vacationing next Sunday, because I would be paying you a visit.
Oh, that's
You're
right.
You're gonna be here?
Yes.
Oh, great.
Yeah, both. Y'all need to be ready for your pictures.
Yes.
Next week. Yes.
I think you'll be able to see my place.
Fabulous.
But happy Juneteenth weekend.
Happy Juneteenth weekend.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen, if you're black and gay, this is a double great
right?
weekend. Okay, it's like a sissy snap. Throw it real.
Try not to be a thought next week.
Oh, I fully plan on being a thought next week, so you can go ahead and sign up too. Let's go.
I don't want to be drunk on the panel, so I don't know. Like, I already got my outfit too, the shorts.
But the gag is that All Stars will have started by next weekend, and we'll be discussing the first 2 episodes. So, like, if you are drunk that weekend and the girl wants to say how she feels, then
I know.
I will say this, C Diggy. So after the panel, we are going to see our good Judy Keisha Carr Adams at Industry, and you're more than welcome to come with us. So maybe that'll prompt you to save your drinking for after.
Well, I actually want to see her tonight, but yeah, definitely.
That should let y'all know, for those who will be in New York next weekend, to look out for some of these panel members around. I will not be joining, as them tickets are high right now, and I'm trying to save money and be responsible. See, Diggy, give your social medias for the peoples, please.
Yeah, so you can find my own YouTube channel, CDIGGI1, CDiggy1. It's the same on Twitter and Instagram. I also have my podcast, Pop Roast, with Alexander Rogers on his channel, as well as Apple and Spotify if you want to listen to it.
Fabulous. Awesome blossom. All right, we have another guest host that's up in this piece today, giving you locks and locks and locks, nothing but locks. Locks, de-locks, lock-de-locks, Goldilocks, not them locks, black the locks. Okay, I'm done. All right. Sometimes mistaken for Black Jesus, it's Jamar 84.
Not mistaken for Black Jesus.
Just be glad it was Jesus. Okay.
What's going on, everybody?
How
Your
you doing,
hair is
bro?
beautiful today, Jamar.
Well, she just got her wig snatched yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
My cruise this morning, so she is feeling.
Okay.
Luxurious, honey.
Period.
Ain't nothing like being free when your mind's made up and your scalp is released from stress. Yes, I know that's real. Jamar84, how you doing? What's going on? Are there things that we needed to say or promote?
Oh, always. So you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Jamar84, with the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Tomorrow, the premiere, The Circle, Atlanta. Make sure you guys are following the Instagram page at The Circle Atlanta. Catch the first 2 episodes of the pre-show hosted by my friend up here, Matty Rants. They are very interesting, as Matty can tell you. Very interesting characters. I can't wait for you guys to see the show. I was watching the opening scene last night with the EP, and it is going to be so much fun. I cannot wait.
The giggle, the gag, and the goop. For those wondering, you definitely should check it out. And for those who are aware of some of the castmates on there, Cash De Niro is a castmate. For those who are recognizing of that name, you know, because that pussy is famous. Cash, that was for you, friend.
Girl, when I saw Cash I said, "Ooh, excuse me."
Cash is very, very something.
Brandable. That's how I'm gonna put it. That he knows his brand down, bitch. I'll tell
He's
you
trying
that.
to be a singer now, right?
He is trying to. Well, he is a singer. From what he says, he is a singer. And some don't know or have an ear for music. Isn't that right, Jamar84? That was in the trailer.
That is what was said.
Oh, okay.
Yes. To
I know
one of
he knows
his
how to make that booty
castmates.
sing, girl. I haven't heard that voice.
He can sing.
And
I've
he-
heard
Yeah,
him.
Cash can
Yeah.
sing now.
Yeah,
Cash
he's got a little.
can-
He got a little church voice. He
He got
do.
a good old slave vocal.
He gave me pray tell, you know, right before the passing voice, that kind of bit. You know, I'm gonna give you this gospel.
Is he giving you Eye on the Sparrow or Joyful Joyful?
Joyful.
Oh, okay, girl.
It's giving a little John Legend.
Yeah, it's very John Legend.
Without Chrissy. You know, because the booty's being clapped, right? Okay, just making sure. Listen. Jamar is Miss Juneteenth. Okay, girl, let me get your sash, bitch.
I found you, Miss New Juneteenth. Get it together. Get
Actually,
your freedom.
I still haven't got my chips. I'm still.
I haven't sent them yet, friend. I'm sorry. I will get them to
Freedom.
you.
Come on,
I
freedom.
be thinking about saying, we still ain't sent them chips. I keep thinking every time we do this panel, I be wanting to try them chips on live.
Girl, I've been saving up for this New York trip and for this other trip, girl. I got you though.
Okay. You see, the world is open back up. The girls are trying to get this travel on. I'm debating on hitting up New Orleans in 2 weeks, like all tea. So trust. Like my friend said, you want to go? I'm like, ooh, yes, I want to go so bad. I miss New Orleans so bad. Okay, let me stop.
I think I'm gonna pop up to Houston the weekend of August 1st. I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
My best friend lives in Houston. Shout out to Ebu. Love you, friend.
Okay.
I might come through.
Let me know what the gig is. And on July the 1st, I'll be seeing Miss Jiggly Caliente out here at Rebar. Someone's performing tonight, but I plan on staying in the house, y'all. I'm not ready to. It's 93 in Houston. Ew. No, thank you. And when the sun goes down, it's still 90. No, thank you. No, thank you.
Houston humidity.
I am light skinned. I will melt. That is not going to go down. So sorry to tell you. Like, too late. Okay, all right. So let's go ahead and get into this gig today with these first 15 minutes. Everybody, this is the panel. Thanks for being here. Hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe to all of these people's channels and support them. There is much to discuss. And of course, the first thing that we need to get off of our chest today is the last time that we'll have to talk about this show until they decide to renew it with an entire cast of color, I hope. Not going to happen. Drag Race Down Under,
girl,
has crowned a winner. Or after being filmed 4 times, actually.
Oh, that team was everything.
I hope and pray that all of you were in my comment section during my video because y'all were dropping dimes, nickels, and quarters. You said, now let's talk about it since it's over. And we can start to really give the tea. Thank you, Anarchy. Love you all. You deserve this. Getting through down under. Oh yeah, baby. Like the racism. Here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
We sat through the finale. It was literally like Keita Mean versus Art. Actually, excuse me, Art. You were just there, so I wouldn't even put you in the competition.
Yeah.
He was really there for decoration.
How about Keita Mean versus Scarlett? Yeah. Oh, there you go. Art hanging on the wall. There you go. Decoration.
Art.
There it is.
I like the finale look though.
It was beautiful. Yes. It was beautiful. Oh yeah, girl. The tea is that finale that apparently they had to be called back in to refilm certain things. Not that was the same day. They were called back to film things.
Mm-hmm.
That's tea. Yeah,
Art Simone, like after the shit dropped, Art Simone popped up on Twitter and was like, "Well, can I now talk about how me and Coco Jumbo had to record our lip sync 3 times and then deleted it?" But the girls are quick, so the screen caps was popping.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
My goodness. So basically, it was Keita Mean versus Scar. Be prepared. I refuse to put Scarlett Adams' face on any more thumbnails after the one I just did, so that's why y'all got Scar on this one. I thought it was appropriate as, Scarlett Adams gives me someone who would kill someone's father and then blame it on somebody else and then take the child and make them run out to then be eaten by buzzards and then, try to take over an entire continent of black people. So there you go. Africa?
Scar is iconic, though. It's kind of too much of a compliment.
Well, it's a villain, nonetheless.
Scar is
a villain. Who else was I couldn't put just a white hood on her face.
You should have made her the mini face god from GOT.
Oh.
It made them all black faces.
Canceled. Okay.
Has there been any type of redemption on Scarlett's part?
An iOS press release.
That's so Jamar was in the comments 2 weeks ago, and the little kids was like, "How can you say that? Oh my God, Scarlett's not racist." And Jamar was like, "Let me count the ways, honey."
Girl, very Tony Braxton.
All that. It was everything. I mean, like, according to her, she gave some money to some like pro QPOC organization, and she gave her apology, and there has been an iOS press release, but like
only afterwards.
I feel like it's not enough.
And it took time too. It wasn't like an immediate response. It was like Karen's response was a bit more quicker than Scarlett. Scarlett's actually was like weeks.
I'm wondering, what could she do?
Nothing.
There's really nothing.
I'm like, what could she do?
Nothing.
There's really nothing that you can do. And the part that made me say the comment that I had is because there's so many people, even still to this day, in these comments saying, "Oh, for the people that can't let it go for what she did." I'm like, none of these people that are making these comments are a part of the oppressed people that the actions that Scarlett did affected. So you can't tell people who are affected how they should feel. That's like me as a black person going up to a Jewish person and be like, "You should really be over the Holocaust. It was happened years ago." Like, no.
Like, no.
No. Like, I cannot speak for that. So it's just like, "Oh, you need to get over it. It was years ago." And I gave this example, and they were still.
It wasn't years ago. There's people alive today
that are survivors of the Holocaust
that are still alive today that either lived on the plantation, grew up on the plantation, was alive during Jim Crow, apartheid, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like it's 2021. That was the 50s, girl.
And the guy that I sent you that I was having a conversation with, I asked him. I said, if somebody was a child molester 10 years ago, would you let them babysit your little sister by themselves?
Wow.
I didn't think so. So I was like, what's the point here? What point are you making?
Like, let's ask ourselves why they needed to cut Untucked on the episode where Scarlett was was called out by et cetera, where there was even reported that Keita Mean had brought up Karen's mess with the racist dolls, and the fact that it was also reported that Scarlett was going to walk off the set if they continued to talk about this situation.
Bye, girl.
Well, guess what, Scarlett? We did. Like, they should have kept that shit in there.
They need a better vetting process. They really do.
They really.
It's that part. Yeah, like you let Pennywise almost get through season 12, and all of a sudden now you have literally the villain of Rosewood. You know what I'm saying? The white woman that called foul. Yes, Julie, I went there.
You did not.
Yes, I did.
Rosewood.
Yes,
no, you
I
did
did.
not.
Yes, I did. I associate Scarlett Adams with the white woman in Rosewood that started that entire just complete eradication of all those black people in that neighborhood, like legit. Okay.
For those for maybe some of the younger folks in here who have not seen Rose, go watch it. It's a great movie. It's real. It really for real happened in real life in Rosewood, Florida. Short version is white woman lied and said a black person interacted with her inappropriately, and it started a whole
they lynched the entire neighbor, all those black people. It was a whole black neighborhood of people. They were all fine really there. Happened. And then she lied on them, and they went and just killed everybody. It was crazy. I hated my parents for taking me to see that movie when I was younger. Like,
I watched it in school. I watched it in school.
We did later too.
There were white children present, and you could feel the tension in the classroom. I will never forget that experience.
It's called Rosewood. If you watch it, be prepared for some traumatic racial. It's a lot. But that's who I associate Scarlett Adams with, that movie, because it's terrible. But yes, basically, it seemed like Scarlett had the win in the bag. 3 wins throughout the season. I mean, the show was only filmed in 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Okay, yeah, because they were about to go in lockdown again, and apparently they had to get everything done quickly. So that's why everything felt very rushed, and we can see that. It was. Not one person at editing department could save the grace that we felt with that tiny workroom, that tiny stage. Everything about it was just like peas, no carrots. Very that. I thought this was going to be mixed vegetables. No, it's peas. I don't. It was hard to watch. Karen from finance, you had the audacity to walk out there in your best drag in a glittered tube sock with a ruffled top on top. Did you see that outfit? It was a combination of everything she's worn that season. A combination.
Runways. Last week should have been this week, and this week should have been last week.
I agree.
That part.
It was underwhelming.
Because last week was amazing.
Oh, you mean like the entire run that Karen had for this season of Drag Race, basically. Underwhelming. It was okay.
Her and Art, we thought her and Art were just going to slay, and both of them gave us unseasoned chicken breasts.
They did. But then also, to kind of add insult to injury, they eliminated all the people that made the season interesting. So you get to the end and it's like, bitch, you got mayonnaise with olive oil, mayonnaise with a little dash. Bitch, there's no variety here.
But Ketamine was the miracle whip that saved the day.
I
don't even like
I'm
miracle
glad she won.
I'm glad Ketamine did win. Listen, that's the thing. I sat there the whole time watching. I don't know like y'all did, but I was like, here comes Scarlett, just waiting for the name. Just say her name. Just hurry this up.
Please.
I was like, oh wow, she did Ketamine did so well this episode, but no. They're gonna give it to the stripper over here wearing what was that outfit for the You're a Winner, Baby? I did not understand. Everybody else looks kind of campy and a little bit dancery, and then over here, I'm a slut.
Wet hair in the performance.
You said what?
Did you have wet hair in the performance?
Yes. It was. It just. I don't know if it was sweat or black people's tears. I don't know what was making it wet. I don't know. But every chance I get, Julie, we're gonna remind ourselves she's not the person.
Someone in the comments asked how long it takes. So my understanding is that generally it takes 5 to 7 weeks to film a season.
Mm-hmm.
So for considering COVID, so the girls go in, they hang out for 2 weeks just to make sure that there's no issues with COVID or sickness or anything, and then the girls get to filming. And from that start date, it can be anywhere from 5 to 7, depending on how many girls and double shantays and sachets and all that stuff. So to do an entire season in 2 weeks is a lot.
That means they were doing it every day. There was not any break time.
No breaks.
It was
Beyonce made B-Day in 2 weeks, so anything's possible.
Well, Beyonce is also,
wonder.
a professional who cares about how things look at the end of the day. You know what I mean? She's not going to just be out of drag sitting on stage while the drag version of her introduces the people on the first episode. Okay, that part. Jesus Christ. Let's remind ourselves of the first episode.
Honestly, I saw the first episode, the second episode, and the finale. I saw it today. I was like, I'm surprised they didn't give it to Scarlett, honestly, but they couldn't.
Not on Juneteenth. Not on Juneteenth, girl. Free the slaves and Scarlett wins? I don't think so, bitch. That was not about to happen. They weren't going to Abraham Lincoln her. I'm so sorry. It just wasn't going to be. Y'all, that man was racist too.
To be honest, let me not give y'all history lesson today, but Abraham Lincoln did what he had to do to help bolster the Union, not because he wanted to do what he did. That's not what happened. That's revisionist history.
Thank you.
That's why they capped him.
Baby, when I went to my African American studies class in college, that was one of the first things I learned. They were like, oh, no, we need to address this because that man was being looked at as a savior and he was not. So I was like, okay.
For the girls that enjoy reading, go ahead and read The People's History of the United States. It is an excellent book and it gives you the real tea.
That part.
I saw that meme. It was like being black and gay on Juneteenth is like ultimate power, bitch.
We're in Super Saiyan mode. Yeah.
Right.
The rainbow and the energy.
I receive. Okay, so let's get into some things here. What did we think of the song and dance routine itself to I'm a Winner, Baby? Were we pleased with some people's lyrics? Or how did you feel about Karen's spoken word moment or PA announcement?
It was all terrible.
It was boot.
What was Art Simone doing? And why were all of these long... It was these weird words combinations. I looked at her lyrics on Twitter and I was like, are you serious?
She tried to do Mariah Carey.
Let me pull them up because y'all are going to gag. Like,
oh no, we're about to get a dramatic reenaction.
I was like, how did you word that to where this made sense? Because it's a lot. I hope she didn't delete this one. Oh, here we go. From the land of Oz, I'm a national treasure. Bogan boy born like a diamond from pressure. I'm A to the R, let me serve you the tea. Shower me in shrimp, I'll be your Barbie.
Boo, Windy Boo.
It's an exhibition below the equator. Stroke me like a masterpiece and splatter the paper. Chukas, I'll blow you a kiss, because you can beat your face, but you can't beat this. Girl, you didn't win shit. The whole season.
Ooh, girl.
Beat.
I'm like, what?
I hate this journey for Art Simone. She is such a sickening drag queen, but her run on Drag Race was not it. It was not it.
They brought you back for you to just stand there. Help me.
Her.
Oh my God.
Why they put Keita Mean in the bottom when Karen and Art did what they did in that talent show is still...
It's homophobic. Yep.
That would have been one of the episodes you missed. So basically, Scarlett gave us a full strip tease. It was actually really, really good. Karen was awkward and made one balloon animal.
That's it.
And Art Simone deep throated her fist.
Yes, put her entire fist in her mouth. That was the talent. She was like, I'm gonna do food. Oh, that's not big enough.
Meanwhile, Electra Shock gave you a full lyrical performance, and while her wig might have been ashy, it was actually like a talent. Like she did a thing and got eliminated, girl.
I've never seen a brick dance beautifully like that before in the wind, but I tell you, that was like a masterpiece of clay just moving across the stage, but looked a goddamn fool. And then Keita Mean did a whole magic show, which RuPaul then says she doesn't like magic, but then there was a whole episode based on magic for season 11, excuse me. And I'm like, so you're a liar now, are you? Digging through the earth as well while we're doing it, just frack. You know what I mean? But it's like, you put them in the bottom, the two New Zealand queens, the two Kiwis. For what?
It should have been Art and Karen. It should have been Art and Karen.
Yes, and that would have actually been like a high caliber moment. You know what I'm saying? To put the two big dogs against each other, then Karen would have had to go home because why not? You know what I'm saying? Like, she was terrible against Anita Wiglet, who everyone liked.
What was that Karen did?
the Ellie
What was
Diamond.
the number? What was that scoop she gave us?
But she then gave you like orthopedic problems. You know what I'm saying? She gave me arthritis tea. She gave me I have 5 pills in the morning and I have a case for them. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You know the pills, y'all.
She gave us Boniva realness.
Yes, I have a pill organizer late. Yes, she did. Like you came out there for your drag as somebody who no one knew and gave you Dora the actual explorer. You know what I'm saying? And then you went up against I'm gonna be quiet. And then here come Anita was giving you emotion. Everyone liked Anita. Anita had won Snatch Game. And then all of a sudden Anita got sent home over Karen. Because it's Karen from Finance. All tea.
And she actually like did the lip sync pretty well considering. Like
yes. And as much as Electra Shock looked a fool half the time she was on the season, you know, I mean, hell, even your boss read you for piss filth. For the reading challenge. She went Electra Shock, man. Still the funniest thing ever. I don't give a fuck. It was just the timing, man. But Electra at least was entertaining on the show because that was also who was against Scarlett. And we didn't like Scarlett. So it was like, okay, I'm rooting for Electra just to stay here longer than this other bitch. But Electra looked a fool like half the time. She was just there for story. All tea. Like top 5, I'm shocked. I was shocked. I was like, girl, look who went home. Anita Wiglet should be here. I still can't get over that. I think that's when I wanted to stop watching when Anita went home. I just was over it. Like that was the winner in my opinion. No shade, Keita. I wanted Keita, Anita, and somebody else to be in the top 3. And I'd have been set. Okay. But after what I saw, this Karen from Finance, I'm not opening an account.
Wait, Matt. Can we highlight Joyce?
What did our auntie say? Where's auntie?
She says Joyce had that Honey Balenciaga contract.
Wait.
Wait, where is it? What's she saying?
She said she had that Honey Balenciaga contract. That's funny, bitch. That's funny.
Oh, it is funny for the fact that Karen pitched the show.
Oh.
That's funny.
Some of the contestants too.
Yeah. So that kind of like
Auntie Joyce points to House Powell because that was it.
I feel like I didn't miss anything. Like
you didn't.
No, y'all are dragging. Like
you said, this was episode 1 and 2. So episode 1 happened. They kicked off a black person. Episode 2, they kicked off the art.
Art was like, "Oh, front runner's gone. What the fuck's happening here?" Then
I was interested. I was like, "Oh, this is this."
Yeah. Next episode, the POC, the last POC queen gets eliminated.
And it was obvious that she won the lip sync.
Unjustly.
To the barbecue song, the family reunion track kind of music, and was actually lip syncing appropriately to it.
She shouldn't have even been in the bottom.
I couldn't believe it. Cameron Michaels beat her. I couldn't believe it.
I forget who she was lip syncing to.
Electra Shock was doing all them splits, looking like Cameron Michaels.
Electra was giving you all kind of extra splits and dips, and we were like,
"This is not a song for that."
Like, what are you doing?
Remember she had that gold prom outfit on?
No, it was the oh god, what was that look? It was the gold prom one. Yes, it was that shitty outfit. Yeah, it was that really bad outfit.
Coco was Ursula, but not Ursula.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Coco Jumbo. No, Coco Jumbo was Ursula when she was going against Art Simone. Coco Jumbo was in the purple when she was going against Electra Shock.
Oh,
It was the prom episode. Yeah.
Imagine you at the family barbecue, girl. You got your plate of ribs, your macaroni and cheese, your cornbread, and then they start playing, I don't know, Happy Feelings by Maze and Frankie Beverly. Then some random bitch comes out of nowhere, is over here hitting cartwheels and dips.
There's a slide split into the scene.
That's what had happened. And it's like, this doesn't even match. What are you doing? And
I remember that episode actually. So I 3, and then I gave up.
It's supposed to be a vibe and a jive and a sing song. And it was
like a little move, a little movement. You're feeling it. You're emoting.
So once that happened, Chris, and then Coco's gone, they bring back Art Simone the next episode. And it's just like, here's Rue. We felt that Art left too soon. Not Coco.
That episode.
Not JoJo.
Now, you know, like when they do it's usually a comeback episode, and the girls generally have an opportunity. Like everybody up to a point will have an opportunity. They didn't even do that. They said that bitch back. Surprise. Keep moving.
And then this is the same episode. Karen and Anita end up in the bottom. Anita wins the lip sync. Karen, you get to stay.
That's when it started to really just go downhill. You brought Art back arbitrarily, and then Anita gets eliminated.
And you send the fan favorite home?
That's so I'm like, what's going on here?
What? I was like, okay, well, Maxie Shields is still here. Like, hold on, but wait, the next episode, this is when they call out blackface. The following episode is the blackface episode. And et cetera, after being a complete dick the entire season to Electra Brick, is like, okay, I'm now taking my home, like, okay, I gotta hold this bitch to task, because while I was kikiing with Scarlett, I don't feel this shit. And I was very here for you, etc. in that moment. You were really holding task. You and Art. Art was like, girl, I just can't see myself at that age thinking that that's something appropriate, looking back at her doing makeup. The girls were holding her to task. They get to the main stage. RuPaul has the goal. The goal,
bitch.
The goal. Well, before we continue with this, Scarlett, I think you have something you need to say. Like, I'll let you address the situation first. I was young at the time and I just didn't know any better. Baby, that was less than 10 years ago. Pause. Then RuPaul's gonna go, I just wanted to be clear that I'm not going to hold this against you. I don't feel like that the way things go now with how people treat stuff is the best way to do it. So
I don't want to cancel you.
I'm giving you, I'm going to give you another chance. I feel like you've learned from this situation.
Like not RuPaul trying to stake the claim and represent Black people as a monolith. I said, excuse me.
It wasn't the time to do it. It wasn't the way to speak. That should have been in the background with just between you two. But
ain't no Black people on cast to have a conversation about race.
Man,
or
yes, like none of the sorts. None of the sorts happened.
Cut to RuPaul season 10 reunion talking to the Vixen. Bitch.
Oh, bitch. Yes.
That part. But then what made this worse, we had Untucked all the way up until this episode. All of a sudden, Untucked is not there. Where'd Untucked go?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then et cetera is in the bottom. Versus Maxie Shields. Maxie Shields, the fan favorite, et cetera, holds racism to task. Okay, et cetera, you go home.
She did make a whole commercial about piss, though.
I mean, that was awful. But
Maxie Shield didn't do too much. She put out a bedazzled microphone.
It was I was here for the prop, but I was also like, why is this happening? And why is this bitch still in the competition when it should have been a disqualification? You literally cut out Sherry Pie for the entire fucking season.
Mm-hmm.
You knew what was happening while filming was going. You did, but you waited to see if it was going to get out there, and it did. And so you had to cover your tracks, and that's fine. Make up for it, but
it's not fine.
I mean, I'm being sarcastic, Julie. I'm being sarcastic.
Like this was such an opportunity for them to actually have an actual conversation about race. Like the Black girl's been talking about all the racism in the fandom for the last 13 fucking years, girl. This was the moment, like, and you paid a dust to give this bitch credence over some actual vile shit that you did. Like what?
It feels like the moment when she spoke on trans people competing on the show, and then when that shit got all the way through, all of a sudden now trans women and men can now join the cast, and it's like, okay, but you didn't really speak on it. Like you didn't really have that. My bad, I said something stupid, and it's giving me real dig 'em up style.
Courtney Act is still blocked from actually telling the truth. Courtney Act and Peppermint said, hold on, let's get it together before you want to read, and actually gave us the facts. Rue did not acknowledge that, but blocked the fuck out of Courtney Act. They don't follow each other on social at all.
It's interesting. It's interesting. No, it's not, but it's interesting. You know what I mean? No, it's not. Because this is expected at this point. And while I love the show, and Rue, one of my gay icons I looked at when I was growing up as, okay, I could be on TV. I'm also sitting here now like, Negro, what are you doing?
Rue is official, like, kind of went from icon to like problematic fave. Like I still stand RuPaul. Like you've done a lot, but like girl,
you're the drag Terry Crews at this point in time. Like
the drag Azalea Banks.
It's happening way too frequently. It started in 12. It almost happened in 13. Here we are with Drag Race Down Under. So I'm like, so who's next?
Everyone's like, what did Courtney say? What was Courtney's whole thing?
Ooh, I would have to go back and find the receipts, but like they wrote actual like articles and like comments in that way because people were gagged that RuPaul made those kind of. So RuPaul's whole stance was very like it was very antiquated, like the old style of drag where you have a man playing with gender and embellishing female traits or whatever, but like. Baby, like that might have been what it was back in 1992, but at this time it's 2017. Like drag has changed a lot, and you've had several generations come in and put their stamp on drag. So like the actual girls that are doing drag have kind of changed the perspective, and you have this old 1492 ass perspective. Like, of course, it's going to be an issue. So Courtney Act and Peppermint both made statements in support of the way drag has changed, and it's more encompassing. And you got bio queens, and you got hyper queens, and you got funk queens, and you still have the girls that prefer to do like womanly, fishy drag. Like
right.
And RuPaul was not happy about that. Was not happy. It's on the internet, girl. Just Google it. It was like 2018.
Mm-hmm. It's Listen, Down Under, get the fuck away from me, okay? Don't do. Now, if you want to bring it back, casting a new stage, a new set, a new color, a new cut, okay? Like you need to change it up. Take it to the barbershop, okay? Something of the sorts. I need someone to throw a little alcohol in the back of that neck. Seriously, because it was boo, Wendy Testerberger, boo.
Boo, Wendy, boo.
I was like, this has got to be one of the worst seasons. And when people asked me in the comments of my video, Matt, what do you mean like worse was worse? What was worse than this? I said, All Stars 1 was a waste of our time. It was, and it is. The only thing about All Stars 1 that was actually worth its weight in gold was Untucked episode 1. That's it.
That was good.
Mimi, I'm first on the popular vote.
I could not believe it. Out of all the queens, do not attack my fans. From what I've seen, you don't have that many.
You have that many.
Like
costume, Mimi.
Yes. Change your costume. Change around. Yes. And that's the thing. I'm here for the spin and a starfish. It did get us to All Stars 2, which is why I'm saying if they're gonna do a season 2 of Down Under, you got to do some different shit. But like season 7 was also boo for many reasons. And it was based off of the challenges that they gave the queens.
The girls were great.
Then while I enjoyed them moving it to YouTube, let's not forget, we lost the Interior Illusions Lounge and like 2 ways of the girls dragging each other. So season 7 was a little harsh. And let's not forget the promo that was very white t-shirt, Gap, H&M tees.
H&M commercial.
Yes,
mm-hmm.
It was bona fide basic.
I love the queens from season 7. Like they have made their mark and continue to like be out here in these streets. I don't know what writer's room or what producer decided them challenges and the production girl, because that was not it. This was the season. You had all them fashion girls. Them girls could sew. Them girls were funny, but you would have had 492 acting challenges for what?
It stopped at Glamazonian Airways for me.
And they eliminated the only bitch that could act, or probably the best one was Tempest du Jour, that could have made the acting challenges worth watching.
Who they kicked off for Candy Ho, who we forgot was there until she went home.
Say it again. Say it again.
We saw Candy Ho episode 1, and then her lip sync, and then she went home.
And all they did was, are you painting a beard on? That's all they did for her the entire season. Did you paint a beard on? And I don't know why I'm here. And then all of a sudden she gets to the lip sync and y'all are like, the pussy is the power. No, I'm so sorry. I thought Kasha Davis should have stayed. I thought Tempest du Jour should have stayed. And Jaden did what needed to be done. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
This is the part where we say that happened. Okay, so like, I'm sorry. I can't. I saw a question up here that I wanted to answer with International All-Stars. Someone asked, what's going on with that? Here we go. Anywhere with International All-Stars. They're done filming.
It's coming.
It's been edited. Like, get ready for that commercial to come out soon. Yeah.
Will there be American drag queens on there?
Yeah.
Well, what?
Will there be American drag queens?
Yes.
A few. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Their first time or second time?
We cannot. We don't work World of Wonder at our door, so we cannot disclose that.
Chris about to get me in trouble. Chris about to get me in trouble.
Please see the panel group chat for added information, girl.
I will tell you everything you need to know in the group chat. Okay, like trust, and there's a lot that's gonna happen with that International All Stars. It's gonna be a giggle. I cannot wait.
A full gag.
I want to see some UK season 2 queens on there.
That's you will not. Mm-mm. Season 1, you will, but I had to stop them there. Not 2, because they were filming it like really close to each other, like back to back.
Yeah.
So you'll see season 1 UK, but you won't see season 2.
As your armchair lawyer, I'm telling you to not say anything else because you don't want World of Wonder at your door.
That's fine. Oh, are they going to send me a lawsuit for the universe? No, just
girl.
Okay, for the rest of the universe, I'm not under that Tamishi Iman contract, Lord have mercy, trying to get up there on a YouTube live and lie to us with no neck, having look itself. I'm still mad about it. Did y'all get your shoes yet? Who here? Did you get your shoes, babies? I need this conversation. Did y'all get your shoes with the laces? Or did it arrive like that bundt cake from a certain chef that don't know how to package his things?
I'm so happy that I mentioned that because Matt was texting me last week like, girl, this hashtag is juicy. I said, girl, I told you.
When Sunny Anderson is involved in some drama on Twitter, it's a big deal. Like, why are you?
He was like, what's the tea?
Sunny Anderson? Who's that?
Sunny, one of the only black chefs on the Food Network.
Oh, the whole chef thing. So can I say my part right quick?
Oh, okay.
So I know him personally, so it just really sucks that that's happening to him. Like, I've hung out with him. He's friends with one of my best friends. And I had no idea of all this information coming out. So
I'm the one that gave Chris the receipts.
I mean, shoot,
I'm just gonna keep it cute.
First Amanda, then him. You just be attached to all of it.
I would love to challenge him, girl. Like let's have a chop challenge, girl. Like let's run it. I'm ready.
But from what I know of that person, they've been nothing but nice to me. So I
they still can't cook. You know where to find me. Dooley does food. I make my food from scratch.
Hold on, Dooley, give a run through here because Mark's like, wait, what happened? Give a run through, honey. Give a run through. It's a giggle. It's a giggle. Stolen recipes, all of that. It's a giggle.
Okay, so cooking Twitter has been ablaze for the last 2 weeks.
Pun intended.
Literally. So you have someone that goes by Darius Cooks, who has been feeling his pussy and talking about how he got all these views or whatever, is making all this food. Well, Darius barked up the wrong tree, and our good Judy, the kitchenista, on Twitter, who is also a trained home chef, who has lots of followers, who can actually cooks down. Was like, oh, bitch, not today, honey. And then started pulling the receipts and was putting them on Twitter. Homie has had several businesses closed by the state. Out here stealing recipes from other chefs and putting his name on it. Has had several garnishments from the state of Georgia for services rendered. Like it's a whole Matrix level hole. Just go to the hashtag Darius Cooks. Follow the kitchenista on Twitter, and you can just get all of it, girl. It's everything.
Again, he has been nothing but nice to me. I have not had his food, but yeah,
I haven't either. But
just seeing someone being dragged like that, because damn, a whole hashtag was dedicated to him.
A whole hashtag. When I tell you, they were showing receipt after receipt after receipt.
He had to go private because the girls were in the mentions.
Baby, they were like, here's how I got my bundt cake. Hold on, why is this motherfucker hard as a brick? This lady threw it against the ground and it made a sound like funk. I was like, stop it. Then they talk about he stole recipes too, bitch. And there's
some recipe for I think it's some kind of garlic chicken or something. But then when you look at the recipe, it ain't no garlic in the ingredients list. It's 12 different kinds of salt. Plus some garlic. It's so bad, y'all. It's real bad. Y'all could stumble and trip and make a recipe better than him by accident.
Well, moving on, we were talking about drag race.
We're not done dragging your friend Chris. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't know that
I
man.
get it. That's your friend, Chris.
I
I'm
know
sorry.
he can. I know his name says he can cook, so that's what I will choose to believe. And I hope that things get better and that somebody can get him a good lawyer or somebody something.
I'm gonna just say you ain't gotta lie, Craig.
All right, so we'll continue on for that, but that's just for your enjoyment. If you want to go look up mess on Twitter.
Speaking of Twitter,
oh my God, Jamar, what did Jamar do?
oh
Shit,
Jamar's serving face with this.
That's probably
hair.
why. It's he's not
beautiful
doing
hair,
nothing.
bitch.
Girl, I
Look at
swear,
that.
people be creating stories out of you just not moving, friend. I'm like, you do know in real life that's what he would be doing, right? I would be just going off, and Jamar like, okay. Ooh, is that my drink? Berry. I say, yeah, okay.
I love this drink.
That and his hair's done, so she's trying to get her angles together while y'all take screenshots. Okay. Espana came on today, but I didn't see it, so I'll wait until I do my review with Mimi for that one. I know they did the reading challenge, so I'll be excited for that. But we'll talk about that on Tuesday for the live there with me and Miss Mimi Cherry. All Stars 6 starts next Thursday. This Thursday. Thank you, God.
Is it Wednesday or Thursday? I thought it was Wednesday.
The 24th. 24th. Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
It's a 2-episode premiere, bitches.
So are 2 people going home? Or
yes, 2 people are going home.
So who do we think is going home?
Redacted. I won't speak.
I can't say that because I'm contractually obligated.
Well,
no, Chris,
I don't have
think?
any connections.
Who do you think?
See, Diggy, I'm going to refer you back to the panel group chat to which that conversation has been had.
I will say, Chris, who do you think is going to go home for the first 2 to go home out of the cast that you see?
I need a refresher right quick. I mean,
okay, I'll go through the names.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, so we got Akiria C. Davenport up in there. We've got Raja D. O'Hare. We got Silky Nutmeg Ganache. We got Yara Sophia. We got Pandora Box. Eureka, the vacuum cleaner. We got Serena Chacha. We've got Jiggly Caliente. We've got Scarlet Envy. We've got we got a big cast, huh? Mm-hmm. Jan is also on there. Come on, Matty.
Jan has been working the New York circuit. Like, she is everywhere.
I'm trying to think of who
Trinity K. Bonet.
Trinity K. Bonet.
So I feel like Pandora and Serena would be the obvious, and I think it's not going to be that obvious.
Okay.
I feel like it might be. Unfortunately, I like Scarlett a lot.
Oh, and Jada Sophia is who you forgot. Jada.
Who said her?
I said Yara. It was Kylie Sonique. That's what it was.
Sonique. Okay.
Kylie Sonique.
Who do we miss? An early girl.
And Ginger Minge. Excuse me. Yeah, them 2. There we go.
Again, I'm going to bet money on Sonique and.
You think Sonique is going home first?
Second.
Oh.
This is what he thinks.
I'm gonna just stop guessing and be wrong next week.
You gonna take your shirt off?
I'm interested to know why.
No, I am not. That is simply for
Julie asking the questions for the chat. I'm so mad. Are you gonna take your
for my green circle chat friends on Instagram. That's it.
Girl, I'll take my shirt off for nothing because you like it.
So I have a group of friends and we do like the Drag Race draft, and so we get points for everybody gets 3 girls and we get points at how well they do in the competition. And I got Jiggly, Pandora, and Ginger.
Okay.
I mean, I want Jiggly to at least be like 4th to go home or something. Like,
okay.
She's too entertaining to go home that early. I know they're not going to let her go home that early.
They got rid of Gia early too.
We'll see what happens. I'm just excited to see my sister back on TV. Actually, again on TV because Mama was on Pose this year and on All Stars 6.
Thank you, Matthew. I appreciate that, Matthew. Thank you.
And shout out to Jiggly because she's always on when I'm not on.
That's not true. You were in one of the episodes with Jiggly.
One. But he was here when I was in Dominican Republic, when I was in Jamaica. I'm just like, damn. I always miss her.
I mean, when you're a professional
Vacation.
vacationer, you make sacrifices to do those vacations. So, you know.
Okay.
Well, darling, you know what?
I will make sure the next time Jiggly comes through, because we were talking about her schedule and she'll be back again soon, that you are there for that episode, for sure.
So my birthday is next month, and the only place I'm going right now is Palm Springs. That's on the docket. So I won't be here the last week of July.
Y'all heard it here. Don't you ask me where this Negro is. You heard it here.
I'm turning 36. So yeah, you know.
The girls have been asking about Miss Blakisha. Blakisha had to work. She is currently in Dallas. She'll be back next week, honey.
Oh, I saw she was by Lil Kim.
Mm-hmm.
Dallas Pride is lit. I want to go.
I was mad that I didn't go because I was like, oh, Kimby was there. I was 4 hours away. I could have gotten this car and drove, bitch. I'd have been there. I was thinking about like surprising Blake, but I was like, nah, she's driving it. It's an 08 Honda.
Yeah, she had to fly out from work.
When do you get here in New York?
I will be there from the 28th. I'm sorry, that's backwards. I'll be here from the 24th through the 28th.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have plans. Please join.
Yeah, like I mean, I'm in Hell's Kitchen, so I'm like all around everything.
I mean, if you have space for me to show up for the next Sunday's panel, you know, that'd be cute.
Traveling behind. Listen.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be in the hotel room.
I would need you to start doing vacation videos for it since you be traveling so damn much. That would be content. I'm for real. You better start being obnoxious with your camera while you sitting on that plane. I'm on the 5th row, not first, but 5th. You know what I'm saying? But like extra leg room, right? Business, not them back there. You know what I mean?
Miss Vita, I used to live in New York City. I moved to DC in 2016 to do my PhD.
I love it.
I used to. I miss New York. I might move back, maybe.
Yasin was like 36, not 26. Yes, we're aging gracefully over here. Chris is 36 this year. I'll be 35 in September.
I'm 33.
Blakisha is turning 35. No, because we're the same age. We're both in 86. So he'll be 35. What was that, July or August? August. Yeah, there we go. And then Jamar is our baby at 30.
This year.
31 this year. Look at that. Ooh, look, I told you I got a hater. Check it out. Ouch.
Girl,
oh my God.
Hold on, let's get it together before you run. You know, Matthew Beal does not look fucking 40 nothing, bitch. Don't even play in our face.
Your profile picture is
Alexander Diane, are you up at this room, bitch?
Oh my God. Hey.
Hey, Alex. The way we be exfoliating and drinking our water and minding our business, don't nobody on the panel look 40, girl. You can shut that down. I'm not going to say that.
They're a failure. The profile
I love it.
For failure. Move on.
Like, isn't it? I can't.
Girl, facts, I'm gonna clock you because you've been in the comments the last couple of weeks talking about some bullshit, girl. We don't do that here.
Why?
Oh my gosh.
Why?
No.
I'm not gonna. Why would I read? I'm not gonna. There's no point in doing that. Yeah, like we don't need to do that, child. That's not the gimmick. Like
you just help me understand why that. You'll get the reaction, and then what? What's next?
We're here to have a good time.
What? I can't take that seriously. I know I look young as fuck. I have the casting producers to prove that. But, you know, like them girls had me in like all early college roles and a senior in high school the last time I went for an audition. So watch, but it's okay. Shave this beard, but it's okay, y'all. It's okay. Facts aren't facts sometimes.
Just remember, when you do clownery, the clown comes back to bite. Remember, so that energy, that chaotic energy you put in the air, girl, when that come back to you, I want to hear nothing because it do times 3.
Listen, I just know that I don't go to the circus, so there we go. What are we doing here? Is this Whoopi Goldberg?
Okay, you do right by me.
Everything you touch.
Or I held the Tower of the North, home and hearth. Manal, here, girl. I'm all sweaty, damn.
That's fine, friend. That's fine, friend. That's fine. I call it the Tina Belcher swamp, okay? That's all I'm saying. It's Tina Belcher. Girl, okay, so Listen, we got a good week next week for All Star 6. I can't wait for it. I know we're all excited. Get ready. The panel will be covering it. If you are on my channel, my reviews will be out the following day or if the same day. And my reactions, because I'll be doing special reactions, will be on Patreon. I'm also going to be doing the Encore reviews specifically for Patreon as well, because I didn't think it was going to be that show. But my God.
Can I pop up for that?
Yeah, bitch. Like,
girl.
Like, when I tell you, I have so much to talk about with this show, The Encore, because I was surprised. Also, who said 40 is something to be shading about LMAO? I hit 6 figures net worth when I turned 40 last year. Oh,
Thanks, Mimi.
Flex, Mimi.
So, Matthew made a comment at the start of the show about me dragging him about enjoying. I'm not. I just wanted you to see the show is just so like it's equally chaotic.
Let's get into it.
Funny as fuck.
Yeah, let's get into it. I am so wrong for how I did them last week, because I was like, girl, why am I going to watch a bunch of rejects like get up in here and try to sing? Like that is
rejects.
I
Not
said
rejects.
it. I said it.
You sound like some girls from Cherish.
Girl, Shamari from the Housewives of Atlanta, one season is on this show.
That is Shamari. Shamari from Black. Discovered by
Black. You gotta say it just like that. Black. I was like, I've never seen so many failures in a room. And that was the first thing I thought. Okay. See, calm down, Chris. This is what I thought now. Look at Diane. Thank you.
I am a child of the 90s.
Wait.
And y'all won't do my girls like that.
Bitch,
I never was.
Alex, don't let me send you this link right now to jump in this goddamn panel, because I will send you the link right now, girl.
Bring them in.
I will send you this link right now.
Nivea, I exclude Nivea. Nivea is.
Oh no! Now Nivea is my favorite on the show.
That's what I was gonna say. Nivea is my favorite because Nivea is giving the reaction of all of us watching it home. The shit that she says makes sense. That shit is logical, and her reactions be the same. Like, wait, bitch, what? Like, it's everything. I love Nivea.
Girl,
but I mean, I want to say Aubrey is the one who. Let me see. She's the one that's toured the most recently, though, out of all of them, right?
Nivea?
No, Aubrey.
Maybe?
Yeah, because she was with Dumb Blonde, and then, like,
probably
her and Danity Kane was like the threesome.
So I saw Danity Kane during their last tour in New York City at was it BB?
Yeah, I think I was there.
That was 2015.
I think it was at Webster Hall.
No, you're right. You're right. It was.
I was there.
Was you there for the fight?
What fight?
Oh, girl, I was in the front row. The girls were fighting, and they escorted several homosexuals out of the building.
I was in the back.
I bought my tickets. Y'all, so these girls know this. I am a Danity Kane stan. Like, I listened to Danity Kane like they came out yesterday.
Oh yeah, I want to look at this.
I love Danity Kane.
I was This Is Me. When they had their first faces with Dawn and Aubrey.
Look at that wig on Aubrey. My God.
That's the showstopper faces.
The fact that I can see the lining from there, Chris, that's a lot. But go on.
Through the StreamYard and the phone.
Bitch, I was like, that was in pixels, and I caught all of the lace. You hear me? with the powder, okay?
Me and my good Judy Joshua got our tickets the moment that they opened. We got VIP, so we was up in the front, and some homosexuals. The homosexual was fighting, girl, and they was escorted out. So
this is why you're my bitch, Diane. Okay, all right, y'all. Special guest to pop up in here now. Oh yes, because we're talking about the Encore. I love my brother. Yes, I do. It's finally a crossover episode of epic proportions. I'm gonna change this fucking thumbnail. That's how I'm gonna do this, Alex. That's how deep this is.
You gonna change the thumbnail?
Oh yes, bitch. Coming to the stage, my mentor into the YouTube game, a classic reader at best. If your feelings are hurt easily, Diane, Alexander Rogers.
Hello.
Wow.
How are we today?
Hello,
I heard you were talking about
background.
has-beens, almost and never wases, and I just had to peek my little head in. I mean, if we're going to speak about the stench of failure that comes with the Encore, I want to be included in that conversation. First off, let's start with the title. Encore. The definition means the audience is demanding more. When have we demanded more from these failed groups? I mean, and then it's a half-ass group to begin with. It's like you giving us not even a full couple group. You giving us maybe like a quarter cup of group, and you think we want that? You think we want the two non-lead singers, the doo-wop pop girls from 702? Bitch, please.
They are so ashy.
Woo!
Okay, so
Ashy
Well,
and
real
out of
quick.
shape. Like,
Real
I'm sorry, they can't even do background vocals anymore.
I was talking
If they
about earlier
would,
today,
they would.
and I was like, you know what? Like, we were talking about Fallon and what's her name, girl? Why am I
Alicia.
Alicia Fallon? And I was like, you know what? They talk a lot of shit, but I can't be mad because they do be telling the truth.
Nothing they
sometimes.
said was a lie. Not one lie was said. Listen.
But they need to tell the same truth about themselves because they act as if they aren't 6 doors down from 40. I'm sorry, you're closer to 40 than you are anything else. You have the middle age weight. You are not out here with a 22-inch waist and a 36-inch bust. I'm sorry, you're not. You're okay looking at best, but only because we're comparing you to chicks who look like they've been turning tricks at the gas station. If we actually compared you to women who were, also career equals, honey, you'd be coming up short.
Now,
Good morning,
Candy Burris looks better than you in her fucked up fashions and cheap makeup. And when
Good.
Candy tacky ass Burris can look better than you, ooh, child.
Good morning,
That's
San
embarrassing.
Francisco.
can I just say one thing? Can I just say one thing? Y'all think I choose violence? This is a massacre. Now,
Listen,
That's a
Not this neck pillow.
this is why. Oh, bitch, it's been snapped.
I'm
Listen,
from the Alexander Diane Rogers School of Read and Shading, but this is the one.
when y'all asked me where I came to this YouTube channel and how I learned to get my shit together, I went to this sissy right down here. You understand what I'm saying? And Alex got me together, and that's where I learned my stuff from. Alex, thank you for being here all the way from San Francisco.
Did
2
you
hours behind.
just greeted and just said hello before you went in and scalped everyone?
I big, my neck, my back.
Hi.
Woo, not a kind ball.
Greetings and salutations. And first of all, bitch, and it's just like,
This is why I don't bring him for Drag Race, because the drag fans are gonna go in on Alex and be like, "How dare you go on her?" How
that's
dare
funny.
you?" Especially if you watch Down Under this season, bitch. You
Alex
would
came in and
really
said,
have.
hold my mule, Lord. Hold my mule. I got things to say.
Woo! All right, so yeah, Encore is Carlos. What's that man's name again? Another concoction of his messery here. It's Carlos King. Yeah, it's him. And basically, they brought a whole bunch of people that we never asked for, just like Alex had said, back onto our TV screens. Keely and her, I don't know what is the sleepwear, like what is the leisure atmosphere of a sweatsuit that's supposed to encompass the rest of that round head of hers, but I don't
She had a
understand.
baby, so I'm gonna give her some points.
I'm still like this.
Okay, all
I'm
of them have children. So the thing is, all of them have children, but why are you on screen looking pregnant when your child is 9? That's my question. You look like you 3 months. That baby is damn near grown.
That baby is all of one.
I'm the creative director. The creative director. I was like, what are you doing here? 3-0 Prometheus. I didn't understand it. Creative director.
If you're a creative director, then why don't you create a decent look for yourself on the show?
Ooh, girl.
Why don't you create a jawline? If you're a creative director, create yourself a jawline first, and then maybe I can listen to you. When you've created a jawline, when you've created a look, when you've created a career for yourself. Okay, yeah, you're bisexual and you're married to your husband. Nobody cares. And Pam, I'm gonna need you to just go on back to 124 and hand out your pamphlets for the church.
Pam. Now poor Pamela. Poor Pamela, the old butch lady.
Child, she out here trying to pray the gay away. And it's like, I'm sorry, if you dream of pussy every night, you can't pray it away.
I wouldn't be concerned of Aubrey touching her leg and it being the gay that infests her body once Aubrey touched it. I was like,
no, Aubrey will give you scabies.
That's what I was
Aubrey
assuming.
looks like she has scabies and herpes. I don't trust Aubrey as far as I could throw her. I wouldn't let her touch me anyway. I wouldn't let her sit next to me. I'm like, you need to go over there.
I would say like mites more so, Alex, because it seems like that third month of that wig is opting into the illusion of there's not an actual like animal infestation up in there. I'm assuming Fungal. There we
It's
go.
fungal.
Tea tree oil's good for that. That's a good tea tree mixture. You know, you gotta just rub it all on there real quick and hope that it just falls off.
I've only seen episode 1. I haven't seen episode 2 yet. So
I haven't seen episode 2 either.
Episode 2 was the dragging, girl. They were dragging Keely. They dragged that poor little lady.
When they came in, they told that heifer from 702, please stop singing through your nose and pronounce your words. When you have to tell someone in the booth to pronounce their words, there's no nice way to say it. It was a read, but it was also the truth.
She was
an
like,
uncomfortable truth, an off-key truth, an off-note truth. And they
all
them
of
girls
702
off-note.
Like,
girl, they be singing on the 3 and the 1.
It was abundantly clear that the 702 girls had not sang in like a decade, which I was like, I mean, like, yes,
They
we kind of want to give them
sound-
fans, but like they weren't doing it for me.
They sound worse than Latavia Robertson, who came on what was it, Hollywood R&B Divas. It's fine, you know how I feel. You know how I feel. I mean, girl, get it together. Get it together.
it's the truth. And you literally had someone from Cherish come in there and tell you how to sing. That I'd hang it up. I'd have gone home after that.
And that's the thing, because that advice is always unappreciated.
From either one, the F or the other F plus or F minus. You know what I'm saying?
And I can't tell you apart. And the truth is, you're not worth learning the difference.
yeah, thing 1 and thing 2.
That part. Nivea saving me, even though she's still giving me a little past tense and R. Kelly.
Nivea is the Countess Vaughn of this show. Nivea is just like,
I'm just chilling.
Just eating her rice cake, minding her business.
Shamari's voice actually shines on this show since Candy's not there to yodel over it.
Shamari came ready. That's what I think.
this is Shamari's second chance. She's like, okay, I can be a reality star. I can get my shoulders going.
How are they supposed to actually make an album?
Also, Shamari, Shamari is down with the Lesbonics. So I feel like this is also a way for her to work and play.
It's interesting because she did act like once Miss Mama from Total came up there and was like, I don't do all that. And Shamari was like, I feel that already. I'm like, girl, you were just talking about eating cat a couple seasons ago on the show.
Her face was just in, who's pussy? Tamra, who's that girl from Canada that ran off on Housewives of Atlanta?
Oh,
Tanya.
Yeah.
She just had her face in Tanya's pussy. That's why she got put off the show. Because Tanya was like, please don't expose my lesbonics. And that's why she ain't married.
Jamar, what were you saying about 9 people in the group?
They're supposed to have, 9 people in this group, and they're supposed to make an album in 30 days.
This is not K-pop.
How?
That's what Carlos is trying to do. He is trying to turn these girls into some K-pop stars.
How? No one.
And also, if we remember, this is the same plot line from R&B Divas when they were trying to come up with that ladies anthem. I remember because Shantae Morris said it 1,700 times, and they ain't come out with shit. Then they did that. What do you call it? That supposed video for like tourism in Puerto Rico that we never saw. Harlem's just be lying.
I mean, it was in the same vault as the Alicia Keys and Beyonce video. So there you go. Like, we'll never see that either.
It just didn't come out.
Why were we educated?
I don't know how Beyonce got outshined by a lesbian. That's the first thing. But that's probably why we'll never see it.
He doesn't like Beyonce, and we always go head to head over it. So
I love Beyonce.
No,
I just tell the truth.
Diane. You love Beyonce as much as you love Janet Jackson. You know what Janet Jackson did to us. So we're not gonna lie. We are not gonna lie.
I like Beyonce. I just will also tell the truth.
Okay, listen. Aubrey O'Day's in the group from Danny Kane. Some people may have forgotten what she looked like, so you might have to see a few pictures. But Aubrey's there, and she's Dooley, you okay?
Sure.
That's not a clear answer. All right, I'll continue. Aubrey over there wants to be leader of the group, kind of, sort of. They had the idea for 2 groups. I actually was here for that a little bit because it made sense. One group in particular is not trying to dance, you know what I'm saying? And the other group is very young with what they're, I guess, the image they want to keep or have.
Young.
Well,
Young.
Pam
is the
one.
oldest, and Pam ain't nothing but 10 years older than them heifers. They all over 33. They all are over the hill. They old. The jig is up.
I was like, wait, I'm over it. No, just kidding.
We are all over the hill. The jig is up.
I'm climbing, bitch. I ain't over it yet. I'm still on the steps. You will not. This is California. I'm going up Runyon, girl. You will not. Okay, I am not over that hill, bitch. I'm still on the steps. Who would you have preferred to see? Someone said, who would y'all have preferred to see on this show? No one from Escape.
Well, if we're selecting girls from Danity Kane, I would have put D Woods in there over Aubrey.
Which face?
Pick one. I don't care.
She's the many-faced girl.
I would pick D Woods. Bitch, I would even pick Shannon over Aubrey. Like, Shannon was the sleeper girl. It was like, oh, that was her. Like,
Shannon would be boring on TV though.
Probably. I agree.
Like Aubrey and maybe Dawn. They're
Tierra Marie, because she needs to pay 50 Cent that $30,000 so he can shut up.
Tierra Marie.
I actually would like to see Tierra Marie on TV
Tierra
again.
Marie is something.
And I think she needs to focus on singing or, anything other than alcohol.
Ooh.
I'm sorry, was that too harsh?
No, we've seen Love and Hip Hop. We know what her drinking does. It leads her to relationships with multiple people that she didn't ask for, and storylines that were never given, and dresses that don't fit. So I would have said...
Someone said Tinashe. Please
no, she's
Tinashe
like too new. You can't do Tinashe like that. You can't do Tinashe. I think Keisha Cole. Put the fish plate lady. Yeah, put the fish plate lady in there.
Don't
put Keisha
start.
Cole.
Okay, Tinashe. It's not her fault. Her label is ashy.
Yeah, her label kind of fucked her over.
Wait, that's
lot.
that necklace girl. Oh,
Who,
I'll look at the necklace wonder.
Oh my God. Like, yeah, I can't. I'm sorry. Whew, I keep forgetting about the phone with you, Alex. I just want to be cackling all over this bitch. I'm sorry.
Brooke Valentine. Yes, Brooke Valentine.
Okay.
I mean, well, if we're going to bring back the dead, then have Patsy Cline in there too.
Someone said LaToya Jackson. Now, come on.
No.
Yes. No, LaToya is amazing television.
She's 60.
I could take her serious.
Oh, like, come on. Look at the rest of the group. Like, age is not an issue here.
Someone said JoJo. I think that would be a wild card.
JoJo.
No.
She's too talented for that.
She's way too talented.
I'm going to say JoJo is too talented for that. JoJo actually has a voice.
Carrie Hilson is a lot of y'all's
yes.
requests.
No, oh my God. Carrie motherfucking Hilson.
She could write them a song.
Carry my bags
to
the Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
Carry my bags to the Hilton. Because I sure ain't picking them up.
I'm telling you.
Oh, you know what? Ashanti's free. Well, no, actually, Ashanti is always busy singing on somebody else's album and writing somebody else's music and then, getting her product stolen.
By Jennifer Lopez.
Murder Inc. Mm-hmm. Poor thing.
Oh, A-Marie. What is A-Marie doing?
Adding another I to her name.
I know she is at home right now waiting for EBT card benefits to be reloaded so we could get A-Marie in here too. Well, she got to feed them kids. She gonna go down and get some government cheese and some bologna and some an author on a whole bunch of authors are on EBT. That doesn't like.
Oh wait, Cassie and Melody Thornton. Cassie and Melody Thornton have some good ideas, y'all.
Oh, and Leona Lewis. Because we ain't been breathing love for a minute.
Leona Lewis.
Absolutely not.
Leona Lewis.
If we're waking the dead, let's go on and get more romantic.
Leona
Bring in
Lewis.
Kiki Wyatt and her crazy ass.
No.
Now, but Kiki can blow. Now, Kiki can.
She be lead vocalist, or at least the back, like, you know, that probably be the tail end of every song, just doing all
just
the
her run.
Like, she'd literally walk into the studio. All right, y'all, here I go.
She needs to be banned from doing Patti LaBelle.
That's true. Kiki could outsing everybody. Kiki could outsing all 9 of them.
Oh, goodness.
Can.
Why is okay? I just realized Sita's World was like the
K.
whole
Michelle.
K. Michelle.
No, because you're gonna get good vocals and good drama. Because you know K. Michelle will come with it. She will bring you the shits. Like, you know, shit like, I mean, still, Kirk is a girl, 3 earrings hold, rich shoes got bags all over the, like, she'll just come up with songs like that off the rip. I'm here for K. Michelle. I am here for K. Michelle. And nobody's playing her music because she's blackballed, so she needs the money too.
Ooh. Speaking of blackballed, I'm gonna shift this over into a conversation that has to do with Miss Candace Owens.
Oh, goodbye.
Good grief.
Jamar, that's too black for Candace. You got to bring that back. You got to bring that back, sister.
Why do I smell something rotting?
It's probably
it's her brain cells.
Yes, it's probably the top of her scalp.
Her vagina.
Oh my God. Okay.
No, I'm with you on the scalp because you know that heifer just be applying new glue over old. She got cradle cap. She don't even know how to put her wig on. I bet you she got cradle. I bet you a fat man, bet you a thin one. That bitch got cradle cap all on the side of her head. I bet you she does.
Oh, the image. Oh my God. Okay, Matt.
And she also seemed like she don't know how to wash up under her breast. Like she just lets the shower water go over the chest and she don't be getting up under it. I know that bitch stank.
I can't.
I can and I will. Okay. So let's talk about her.
All right. So
let's talk about the itchy scalp toe.
So recently, they've decided to make Juneteenth a holiday after the many years that it's been celebrated and finally it being taken seriously. And for those of you who are confused, because I saw someone make a very stupid statement about, well, is there 2 Black History Months and now we have a day? No, sweetheart. This day is like basically to commemorate the moment we were actually freed from slavery, like when we were actually could be free, like it was done. Okay. And it's a big deal. And so we celebrate on Juneteenth, that day of our freedom. And Candace Owens, in all her Black glory, decided to tweet, Juneteenth is so lame. Democrats really need to stop trying to repackage segregation. I'll be celebrating July 4th and July 4th only. I'm American. Before I ask everybody here their opinion, I'd like to ask Dooley _ noted first to remove his ball and gag and give us some opinions on this situation here. Dooley, what do you think about this?
I think Candace Owens is trash. I'm fucking tired of Candace Owens. Girl, people have died in the struggle making sure that we have rights, that we could read, that we could vote. And for you to be out here fucking shucking and jiving for this, for nothing, girl, because don't nobody even believe what the fuck that you are saying out here. You're trying to brand yourself as the Black Tommy Loren. At least we know that the girl that she don't believe what the fuck she is. I kind of think that Candace Owens actually really believes the things that she's saying. If I could fight Candace Owens and not go to jail, I would. She needs to shut the fuck up. Suck a big time.
We should just go down the line and just read her.
Okay, C. Diggy, you're next then.
I think she's a fool. I think she's a dry-faced, pickaninny, jigaboo bitch. I really don't like calling females bitch, but she deserves the bitch moniker. And I can't stand Azalea Banks, but the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And she dragged the fuck out of her. That's all I got to say on that. Jamar?
Well, I mean, honestly, Candace Owens has been showing her ass for years. I'm no longer surprised at the smut that exits from her pie hole. And the fact that Juneteenth, she said, oh, I want to celebrate July 4th and July 4th only. I'm an American. You wouldn't even be recognized as a full person. without Juneteenth. None of the things that you're trying to celebrate would even matter to anyone had it not been for the celebration of Juneteenth. So why she goes out of her way to make an ass out of herself, I would never understand. Nothing
Exactly. Perfect point, Jamar, because on the 4th of July that you're begging to celebrate, do you know what you would have been doing? Picking cotton and tending to the missus. That's what you would have been doing. While they went off to watch the fireworks on the 4th of July, you would have been making sure that, oh, I'm literally standing here with a fan while you are looking up at the sky. I'm standing here with a feathered fan fanning you. You would have been you would have been looking at nobody's fireworks without a Juneteenth.
She wouldn't even be a person, let alone an American girl.
Exactly.
Okay.
I can't.
Somebody said it in the comments. It truly is some sunken place ass shit. Like, I have never seen somebody try so hard to go against the grain. Like, it really bothers me, like, in the core of my essence. Like, we were fucking property, bitch, and you were out here tap dancing for people that don't even want for you to be alive. They don't want your existence. Like, what are you fucking doing? Like, it really makes me angry.
Her salary must be, or she is blowing the biggest dick in the country, or something. She has to be playing.
I blocked her because I can't look at her. I can't just look at her spewing all that nonsense. Like, she makes Stacey Dash look like Dr. King. Like, she does.
Wow.
That says it all.
As excellent as that is, I fucking agree with you. Like, she makes Stacey Dash look like fucking
wow.
Wow. Wait a minute. Why are we being so divisive? Why are we always talking about race? Like, people are still dying. The blood is still on the ground, girl. People can't even. We talked about this last week. Somebody died at a traffic stop. Somebody died sleeping in their house. Somebody died crossing the street. Somebody had a permit for their gun, and they still died. Like, somebody went to get a pack of Skittles and still
and then also all the things that we have to go through just to be safe. All the things that we have to think about. Okay, I'm going into a store. Let me make sure this, that, and like all the things we have to go through as Black people just to operate in their world, because we always have to make sure they feel safe.
Here's the thing, and my thoughts on this jealous bitch of the universe, in my opinion, to be real with you. I think Candace Owens is sad that she's not a white woman. I think Candace Owens is living in her Ann Coulter truth without Ann Coulter's skin or hair or intelligence. I think that Candace Owens wishes that she could be Tommy Loren and people would actually give her the time of day for just being white and mediocre. Mm-hmm. I think that Candace Owens deserves nothing but a kick in the face. Mm-hmm. I think Candace Owens knows that she can visit every Walgreens on earth and not find the appropriate moisturizer for her scalp. I think Candace Owens is a waste of time, a waste of air, and a waste of importance or any talking point at all. You're trash, bitch. And I'm so tired of hearing from you as a Black man seeing a Black woman. You're a Black woman. Continue to speak against people who are trying to uplift you as well. You're a dumb bitch, and I'm tired of you. Mm-hmm. And that's just how I feel about Candace Owens.
The fact of the matter is that if our foremothers and our forefathers did not do what needed to be done to get us to this place, Candace, you will be a wet nurse. You would be a literal product to be consumed by some ashy white people that own slaves, girl. You would be out here fucking master every night. You would be out here making sure that ladies' babies were full off the milk that should be for your kids that you can't even keep, bitch. Like, oh, it literally makes me so viscerally angry that, like, but also,
she would be a bed warmer.
She would be. And people use people like Candace Owens as an excuse to not learn the real history and the real circumstances and to acknowledge the real conditions that we live under. People be like, oh, well, Candace Owens last week on such and such show said X, Y, and Z. And they believe you, bitch, because you have a certain level of clout amongst people that may not be as educated as the other girls. So, like, you are completely and utterly unearthing our ability to get right and continue to move forward with the movement because you out here sucking dick for nothing.
And it's her going into white spaces with her Black body
Girl.
and speaking on behalf of Black people, like as if that's how we need to be. That's why I get really sick of her, because it's like, oh, we're gonna put a face on this thing here, and she's Black, so how come these other Blacks can't get it together? I'm sorry, I'm not carrying my children up into a tree. I'm not digging in the trash can looking for food, okay, and giving people rabies. I'm not that cool. Okay, so I'm not going to claim that, if you understand what I'm saying here.
Oh my
Okay.
God. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. I have to speak up in defense of raccoons. They're actually really sweet animals, and if you leave some garbage out for them, like, I'm sorry, raccoons are way nicer than a Candace Owens. Raccoons serve a purpose. Candace Owens does not.
Like, this was a whole. They acknowledged Black people. The 3/5 compromise. She was 3/5 of a person. You weren't even acknowledged as a whole motherfucking being, despite the fact that you were used to help produce something that you did not even have ownership over. Like, Miss Mama, what the fuck are you doing?
Embarrassing herself.
It's embarrassing.
Hello?
It's like, just like Kanye West, it's embarrassing what you're doing. You know better. Like,
and the gag is, Ann Coulter knows what she's doing. So that the real tea is that Ann Coulter does not believe anything that she's saying, but she makes money off the stupid fucking people that agree with her fake ass point of view.
that's why she's going to Comedy Central roasts, knowing I'm getting a check, knowing this is a joke, because I'm aware of what the situation is.
This was fucking JJ from Good Times for a whole fucking decade, bitch. What the fuck? And that's real tea.
Mm.
Girl, fuck her.
I said all I need to say on that woman. So
I got nothing else.
It makes me so like rare. I try to keep the peace, bitch. I hate a shucking, jiving ass bitch. Like, for what, girl? At the end of the day, you're a fucking Black woman, and people are going to acknowledge you as a fucking Black woman, which means you will never have the clout, the status, the money, the level of a white person, bitch. Like, let it go, girl. Let it go.
Let it go. Let it go. That literally is it. Let it go. Because what happens when they fuck you over? You gonna do a Kanye and get in there and go, you know what? I've changed my mind.
Girl, the call is coming from inside the house.
Just like that light-skinned little boy with the blue or gray eyes that be in Starbucks lines all the time, talking about get it together.
Yeah,
with that perm.
That's the saddest part of my day.
With that perm. And
Yes.
he don't even know how to do a no-lie relaxer. I'm like, what range is he? In the words of Chris, who's encouraging
the
them?
Bob show, she
She's
took the
balding
fuck
and
she
her
wasn't talking
hair
about
is
the sideways shit because she knew who the fuck she was dealing with. You can be hee-hee-haw and kiki and cackling when you on a little TikTok with your little white-ass friends that's validating your non-existence, bitch. But you got up there on Bob's show and acted like you had some goddamn sense. We know what the fucking gag is. We know what the fucking game is, bitch. Shut up.
yeah,
I'm gonna be myself, bitch.
Thanks, friend. That was fun. And that soapbox was lovely. You go ahead and put it right down there.
It makes me so, like, I'm sorry, like it, like there's a small bucket of like hot button issues that really get me going. And like, as a young person, I used to just have like I love Star Trek. I was like, bitch, ooh, in 2021, girl, we finna live in this great world, girl. We got resources. We out here. It's 2021, and we're still having these level 005 conversations about race and ethnicity and money, bitch. Like, we're at a crucial point in our history. We're either gonna fix the shit that's broken and learn how to prosper, or this bitch is going down in the flames. And right now, it's looking real flamey.
Hey, Jiggly Caliente.
Hey, sis. Hey,
Thanks
Jiggly.
for tuning in. We'll see you on All Star 6 in a few days, my doll, and you'll be back here on the panel again. Listen, I agree with all of my hosts here in reference for this. I can't stand hearing about those two because, again, it's somebody who looks like me or is in the same sort of world as me, really just causing flames and fire for no fucking reason with no actual accreditation or intelligence to back it up, but are given a platform because, you know, you put the fool in the front and the fool's gonna shuck and jive for you, and that's just what it is. Mm-hmm. So, you know,
it's not factual. Bitch, the fact that right now in America, there's a battle of like what's fact or fiction baffles me, bitch. We are in the information age. Everyone has access to the internet. You can go down to the library, girl, or whatever. Like, why am I having basic level conversations about basic ass shit that we been knew in 2021? That pisses me off.
That's the same conversation you could hold for casting when they put someone on a show that has done blackface before, then have a host of a show, then give a pass to the person who did said blackface and racist things on said show. Oh, I'm sorry. I was talking about RuPaul. My bad.
It makes me so mad, y'all.
Oops.
It really do.
So, yeah.
Because what?
Oh, the Earth? Earth Day passed, Alex.
The Earth is flat. Bitch, the Earth ain't been flat since Vasco da Gama, bitch.
Wait, how did Sherry Shepherd get involved?
What do you mean?
Not Sherry.
Sherry's
And
like,
I'm sorry,
like,
but while I have you on the line, fuck her too, because how you gonna order a baby at damn near 50 and then try to return that bitch to sender because, oh, you realize you married a con artist?
Yes.
And at your age, you knew that nigga was broke.
I couldn't believe that. I was like, so
I mean,
hold on.
You could tell by his bug eye, he couldn't even afford his thyroid medication. But you went on and got with him because a piece of a man was better than nothing at all. Chris is like, you see what I deal with? You see what I deal with all the time? I have to deal with this once
This is why
you
Alex
have no
here all
idea.
the time. Because you know, if I start talking about people, girl, it's going to be Matthew. You let this man...
You should tweet your followers that we're on here together.
Oh God, yes.
Oh my God, this is too much.
All of this for what? So that you can bottom for some white man at a dimly lit bar during Pride, bitch? Like for what?
Yes.
I mean, I just found out that Fran Drescher from The Nanny is QAnon. I just found that out. Yes. She believes, okay, girl, because I had my friend Sarah like, girl, let me tell you, that lady thinks that 5G is giving people cancer and that it's being inserted into our bodies through the chips with the pill, all of that. She was a Trump supporter, all that kind of stuff.
Do y'all remember Pizzagate? Like people died because y'all are listening to some anonymous nigga on the internet. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, apparently she's really into podcasts that talk about stuff like that. Yes. And I just watched The Nanny all this. I was like, oh, it's my show. Then my friend was like, girl, let me tell you.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
Deborah messing would never.
Grace would never. Grace would never. Oh my goodness.
It pisses me off because there are real, like these people are doing whatever that they feel that they need to do whatever that their goal is, but like there are real consequences, y'all. Real consequences out here happening because these people are bolstering false narratives, fake ass shit, and shit that just don't make sense. And y'all are eating that up because it's your favorite celebrity. Like, shut that shit down. Go read a fucking book, bitch.
We talking
or go
about
watch a YouTube video. How about that?
We talking about Santino Rice?
Girl.
We can just start throwing celebrities in here who just immediately think they know things and start spreading misinformation. And then when they get dragged for it, it's like all of a sudden now they're silent. Just like, you know, Miss Jeffree Star is also in the same sort of field. Y'all know he's been quiet lately, but get ready because he's going to try to do something. And I may be...
Bitch, Jeffree Star is like M. Bison. She got a whole black body waiting in cryostasis for when she die and she can just crystallize and be a new black person, bitch. Like, we don't
Get Out.
You saw the movie.
Terry Crews, don't get me started on him.
Girl, all Terry Crews had to do was shut up and talk to his sister. That's all he had to do. But here he is.
Like just a walking ball sack, just sat there and straight up was trying to tell us what the tea is. And I was like, girl, please shave that testicle on top of your head and continue to move on. I'm getting sick of you. I really am. You know it's a testicle.
I'm not even going to talk about Terry Crews and... you know what? I'm not trying to get your page shut down, so I'm just gonna shut up.
No, Alex, go in.
All you had to do is shut the fuck up and talk to Gabrielle.
Okay, now I'm sorry, but this clearly was not the first time he was grabbed or groped, and he gives me a crotch thrusty. And you go like, I'm sorry, but there's just certain things that I see, like this porn addiction, and like we've never heard about you cheating on your wife, and it's like, oh, now we know why. It's because you've been with men that are like upper in the industry that have, you know, something to lose if it got out. But I really do think it was a matter of you didn't get a role in the Expendables or whatever, and you're just like, no, look, I fucked for this role, and now you're not going to give it to me. Who do you think you are? But that's just my thought. It may not be true. It may allegedly. That's just what I think. You know, it might not be true. Probably is. But
I'll leave it at this. I need y'all to stop looking at y'all celebrity faves for valid information. Their job is to act, to sing, to entertain, to do drag girl. They may or may not, depending on other factors, be able to give you factual information about life. Just because some celebrity that you really enjoy said ABCD don't mean that it's true. And I get the whole celebrity thing, bitch. But maybe we should start looking at, girls with sociology degrees, girls with math degrees, the engineering, the doctors, to give you credible information about the topic that they spent years studying.
Thank you. Thank you.
I think celebrities should just be quiet. That's all.
Yes.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey and his T-Rex arms do not need to run for governor of Texas.
No, bitch.
You know who needs to run for governor of Texas? Somebody that can fix the electrical grid.
Oh my God, please. I'm dealing with that as we speak.
Those
but they also have
the same platform, so they're not going to have as many people paying
attention
to them.
But Jamar, let's also but bring this up. They outlawed abortions out here, Alex.
Bitch, yes. The form. Oh my God, girl. They came up
with all the ugly children running around.
They came up with this form so a father can absolutely sue the biological mother of their child if they have a miscarriage. Anyone that knows anything about pregnancy knows that pregnancies are touch and go. Like, you can absolutely lose a baby.
No, okay, well then mothers need to have a form where they can fill out and sue the daddy for being ain't shit. How about that? Separate from child support. Just about if we gonna hold one to a standard, let's hold the other to a standard. Let's sue the ain't shit men. Let's have a good old lawsuit if you cheat in the marriage. How about that? How about you got to hit me up with $500,000 for having an outside baby? If it's good for the goose, honey, let it be good for the gander.
Okay. See, Diggy, what you want to ask, honey?
I'm just wondering who has more kids now, Future or Nick Cannon?
Oh. Future by a long shot.
Still Future.
Still in the future. Still in the future.
I will also posit. My hypothesis is that the Future has several children that we don't know about because he impregnated non-celebrity women.
Well, Future has spores. So, you never know when somebody's going to pop up pregnant from Future. Shit. I wouldn't go to a Future concert, honey. I could be if anticipating.
Spores.
That's funny.
Bitch, you said spores, girl. You called
spores, and wherever the spores go, that's where a baby turns around.
Exactly. You'll get pregnant in your wrist fucking around with Future.
Femininity. Rob Dixon.
Rob Dixon.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I want to know when Darren Noggles got pregnant, like how quick he was able to snap back, because Darren Noggles. And also I look at Juan and Robin and I'm like, well, who carried it? That's what I want to know. Who carried it?
I'm not sure.
Because both of you look like, honestly, it's like y'all look like a gay couple. It just looks like all I see is balls. I don't see an ovary in the bunch. I don't see an ovary. I don't see a fallopian tube. So I want to know who carried it.
Now, we don't do that misgendering stuff up in here.
We're not misgendering anything. I want to know who carried it. I'm not misgendering. I just want to know who carried it. Because Rob Dixon, she don't look like, she can't carry a career. She can't carry a financial burden. So I look at her and I just don't see her carrying a baby. I just don't see it. I don't see that level of femininity. Like, she gives me a sperm teeth.
I'm cringing hard. That's cringe. That's too cringe.
Oh my God.
Am I lying? Like, does she not give you spermatozoa? I get spermatozoa from her.
Spermatozoa. Alex.
Potomac is coming back on July 11th. So we're going to hear a lot about Rob Dixon.
Spermatozoa. I'm sorry.
I don't know why y'all let me in this live.
I was only for Encore, girl, but I said we about to wrap in 15 anyway. So damn Skippy, we'll keep it in here. Spermatozoa. Spermatozoa. Stop it. Okay. Potomac is starting up again. I'm not going to. Listen, Erica Jane, we already know about that trouble with the law and her divorcing this man so she don't get in trouble, or Loki the other way around. I don't even know how that's going to go. They're sort of diving into that on Beverly Hills, sort of. Garcelle's the only one really asking questions. Everyone else is like, this must be really hard. It's like...
Well, you have the mean girls that's going to protect Erica. Like, Renee ain't going to say nothing. Dorit ain't going to say nothing. Kyle isn't going to say anything either. So
Kyle needs to go. Oof, God, I can't stand that lady.
Well, I still like Kyle. I still do.
Oh, okay.
I actually like this cast. Like, I don't really don't see it for anybody. I mean, Sutton's a little cray-cray a little bit, but
I was weird about my Sutton. Sutton's doing some weird, strange behavior. Why did you ask Erica? Well, you're from the South. You know what it's like to be called a racist. What?
What is the current topic? Y'all know I don't watch these shows.
It's Housewives, Dooley.
Of Beverly Hills.
So just make faces. Do Jamar. You.
Oh, I know I didn't see somebody in the chat ask about our thoughts on Amanda Seales.
Oh my God.
Wait,
we are not doing this.
You can't do that. That's Chris Pratt.
Wait. We're not doing that. Absolutely not. No. We are not doing that.
No, somebody did say it. I swear to God. I see it. I see it. It was Tani J at 3:45 p.m. What are y'all's thoughts about Amanda Seales?
And
she said it in the StreamYard chat.
Not today. Not on my watch.
I can't. Amanda Seales.
I actually did a video about Amanda Seales.
As the Joy Behar
almost has 100,000 views.
No.com/.
Did she do something new?
No.
She didn't do anything new.
This was the comment, though. But there it is.
Oh, they must watch Pop Rose because I'm blocked from Amanda for obvious reasons.
Well, she said pick better friends. I think you did.
I remember that.
At least you picked a friend who pays you on time.
Shut up! Shut up!
And the video has 99,000 and
99,000?
99,000.
Oh my God! So we just need one.
Just a couple thousand more. But it is like when you look up Amanda Seales, like you scroll through, you get to it pretty quick.
Okay,
everybody. I'm sorry. Only because I'm aware of what they're talking about in full hand. So that's why I'm really giggling, because I'm like, oh.
Pop Roast listeners, they're keeping up with it. We did a little bet on our podcast.
My God, they say it's over 99,000 right now. So, oh my goodness. Woo! Okay. Alex, God, almost forgot how you always come with sword, no shield. You know what I'm saying? I almost forgot. Never shield. No, girl. It's always behead. Like, if we're going to send you to get Medusa, that's you, bitch. I'm going to send you out there first, okay?
Call me Perseus.
Woo, girl. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. Lots was said today. I'd like to put a Band-Aid on a few things just to make sure everything is clear. That these are all opinions individually done by our co-hosts as well as hosts, and that things that may have been said that may be a little bit harsh or hard, don't take too deeply, but understand if you feel a certain way as I send you my love and my support no matter what, okay? I love all of you. Dooley, if you don't get off of your... I'm going to start calling you, what's his name from Home Improvement, bitch. That man that would be on the fence. I'm going to start calling you Mr. Wilson. What's his name?
I meant everything I said about Candace.
Oh, I did too.
I'm just saying.
Oh, I did too. Yeah, that I meant.
I meant everything.
Same.
Yes.
If that bitch got shot, I need to call the police. I ain't calling nobody. Going about my business going home.
And her fossilized feet. While I have you on the line,
she don't do black hair care. You know she ain't getting no man
and fucking
get no treatments, girl.
It's like watching a black woman that could possibly go to any person in the world besides Supercuts and get their hair done, and they continue to choose a $10 haircut every time they show up on the stage. Who is doing your makeup? What is up with these that black lip? What is that about? You? I don't understand it. I've never seen someone try so hard to look like an idiot. Physically,
don't match, foundation don't match, shoulders don't match the hips, girl. What is the tea?
What's up with the coats? What are you hiding? What's wrong with you?
It's the Supercuts for me.
It is. She does. I'm telling you, she looks like she goes to a Supercuts or a Sports Cuts on a 2 p.m. no line wait. Goes to whoever is just working in that corner spot because she don't want no one to see her, and they pull out them little peanut clippers. You know the peanut clippers I'm talking about. The ones.
And Matthew, you know the funny part? That bitch is a Taurus. So let me drag her some more, bitch. You make our sign look fucking raggedy, fucking stupid, because you over here holding on to old energy, bitch. The fact of the matter is that you're insecure and you're scared and you have not elevated to who you should be today, bitch. Shut the fuck up, go take a dick and die. How about that?
I'm just asking her to finally choose bleach so she can get the skin the way she wants it to be. And there is also a good wig that you can buy that will make you just as much of a Tommy Loren as you want to be.
Girl, go hit up Sammy Sosa. That's what you should do, Henny. If that's really what you want to do, go hit up Sammy Sosa.
That's
Sammy Sosa looked like he was trying to get cast in The Heights.
Ooh, Alex, there it is. Boo, 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 boo. That's why
I am weak.
I would have said powder, but either way.
Powder?
that Sammy Sosa look, he just wanted to stare at the camera to make things turn on.
And just so like everybody understands, like this panel right now, this is really what Washington Heights looks like. Except we would all speak Spanish. But this is exactly what Washington Heights looks like, not in the Heights.
Washington Heights is us. For real. I shared this story on a podcast where I was like, my favorite little taco spot is a little broken down truck on the corner of St. Nicholas and 178th. Darker than me, bitch. Had to order in Spanish, bitch. My food was delicious.
Delicious. Those be the best spots. Oh my God. I used to go to Florida Broadway on like 137th and Broadway, like right at the train station.
Mm-hmm.
The best Cuban sandwiches ever.
So, Alex, I shared this story with the girls a couple weeks ago. So, I lived in Washington Heights for several years, and I went to this little Dominican spot.
How did we not know each other?
I don't know. So, I went to this little Dominican spot or whatever. These white girls walked in, so I was like, Lord, here we go, because they was looking real. Susan, Callie, yes. So,
not Susan Callie, yes.
They were angry that the wait staff. Folks, they did speak English, but their first language was Spanish. And so the short version of the story is that the girls were like, oh my God, we're just going to go to the Chipotle across the street. This is too spicy. And they left the restaurant, bitch. Didn't tip, didn't pay for their food or nothing.
What?
This was in 2015.
It's too spicy.
Bitch, they only had guacamole, chips, and a fucking empanada. Like, what the fuck?
As much as I like a Chipotle, I would never leave the authentic spot to get
the Chipotle
food.
is across the street from the 145th train stop, bitch. They left and went to the Chipotle.
Ew. Ew. That's one that deserves an ew.
And then to add insult to injury, left a negative Yelp review, bitch. It's still there.
Oh my God. Fortunately, the people in the neighborhood don't look at Yelp. They just go there and get their mofongo and move on.
I need my pastelitos. I need my mofongo. I need my chicharron. I need all that shit, bitch.
Pernell. I hear BB Cherry. I hear BB Cherry. That chicharron.
I have none of that out here. I have none of it. It's like,
thank you.
I have to learn like all the different street food and stuff out here because it's like Mexican rather than like island Latino. So it's like, oh, okay, we do like tacos and arepas and pupusas out here. And I'm like, okay, I can get with this.
Mm-hmm. I love a pupusa. I love some chicharron, bitch.
I think they might have chicharron out here.
Right here.
I found my authentic spots after my Uber ride from the club drunk one night decided to take me on a tourist scene. And he was like, wait, yeah, I was on an Instagram live when it happened too. And the guy was like, let me show you where you can get like your actual food. And it was all on the way home. He was like, stop here, stop here, stop here. He gave me 3 spots. I thank him to this day. I ain't been hungry since. I don't care. Plus, my roommate's mother is here, and she's from New Orleans, and she cooked today. And I had some of that chicken earlier, y'all. Once this is over, I'm about to be faded. I'm about to be epic. That chicken was everything. Listen.
Wait, so Wendy Sims said the colonizers terrorized all these countries in the name of spices to end up not using them. That is true. That is accurate. That is historically correct. That is historically correct.
Ooh, Alice in Acidland said, Alex, they do have a spot like that. It's on the South San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
You might need to hit up Alexander, give him some directions, Alice, so he has somewhere to go. Because my friend will get on that camera real quick on Instagram and walk to the spot. Okay, y'all, we found it. There it is. Woo! All right, y'all. 5 minutes left to go. I'd like to make sure that we close this out right and get everyone's social medias out the way as we hit our 2-hour marker here. I want to thank a special guest for coming through, Alexander Rogers, choosing violence as usual, okay? And again, listen, because I know some of y'all babies up in here, it's a lot when someone goes in for the jugular, but that's what you can get from the Alexander Rogers channel and the experience. So make sure you go subscribe to his YouTube channel. I'm going to get his social medias out the way here, but I'm going to go down the line first. Duly underscore noted. Where can they find you, support you, and make sure that you're fed?
I get to go first.
You're up top, sis.
As usual. You can find me on Twitter at _duly noted _. You can find me on Instagram at duly noted with 2 underscores as presented below for all of my content. You can also find me at Dooley Does Food for my food only content, which feeds into YouTube. Dooley Does Food is my channel. Like, share, subscribe. If you're trying to get monetized, I don't steal my recipes. I teach you how to do actual real things. And I think for my next video, I do have a breakfast episode coming out, but I'm going to teach you guys how to make hot chili oil in the Szechuan discipline.
Okay, come on, chef. We appreciate you in the shade to a certain chef that stole recipes.
I want her to fight me, bitch. At Duly Noted. I want to chop challenge, bitch. I want to fight her. Let's do this.
Well, we'll ask C. Diggy to give that information. C. Diggy, give your social media.
Thanks, Diggy.
Did you know him? No, I'm just playing.
So you can follow me on my own YouTube. It's CDIGGI1, CDiggy1, where I review Housewives. I just started doing Encore. Awesome show. Same thing for Twitter and Instagram. And also you can catch me with Alex on Pop Roast. All the violence on his channel, as well as Spotify and Apple if you want to listen to us.
I love it. Now I get to say, that's right, Diane Rogers. And he's here while I do that now. Because every time Chris says it, I'm like, that's right, with Diane. Jamar, where can they find you and what projects are coming up? And I'm included in some, so say my name.
So you can find me on Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Jamar84. That's JAMR84. With the exception of TikTok, which is Jamar840. Tomorrow, we are premiering The Circle, Atlanta's premiere on your boy Nunu's channel. Check out the first 2 pre-show episodes featuring hosted by my friend Matty Rants up there. Also, check out the link in my bio with my partnership with Exquisite.com, where we have our lashes, eyeliner, and customized Michael Kors bags. Make sure to go check that out and use my promo code NOVA20. That's NOVAH20 for 20% off of your order. Can't wait for y'all to see the show tomorrow.
That's right. Clap in the name of Jesus. Now, speaking of the gospel, all the way from San Francisco, 2 hours behind us in the past, Diane, give us your social medias, baby.
So I am Alexander Rogers on YouTube. I am Alex Rogers on Twitter and Alexander Rogers on Instagram. And like Chris said, we do Pop Roast every week, all streaming platforms on my channel. TV show reviews, random news reviews, like, pop culture crap. If I can make fun of it, I'll talk about it. And thank you so much for having me on. This has been an absolute blast. I mean, much more fun than Kenya Moore and her corns. I think that's why Kenya is always such a turd.
Bunyan?
Because bunions and corns.
Let's keep it in the foot.
Bunions and corn. Keep it on the foot.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. Like, she can't get it on the good foot. or on the good pussy lip, which is why she can't keep a man, but that's another point. But I think it's her corns and her bunions that make her so miserable to be around, and that's why she's always so angry, because her feet just hurt. If she'd see a podiatrist and a dermatologist, maybe she'd feel better.
Alexander Diane Rogers, thank you so much for being here, friend. Goddamn. All right. I'm going to try to get through my social medias without my face falling off. So it's at MattyRants on most. God damn you, I can't help but laugh. Okay. It's at MattyRants on almost all platforms except for Twitter at the MattyRants. Don't forget, I have podcasts on the Stereo app on Mondays and Wednesdays. Mondays with Duly _ noted. It's going to be food porn where we talk about food. We'll have that topic ready for y'all tomorrow. Then on Wednesdays, it's online dating and the Ghost Who Run It with Blake Keisha. And then also, we'll be reviving Fortunate Rants on Fridays on the Stereo app starting in July. Don't forget,
Menage a Trois.
Oh, yes, right. We are doing Menage. Oh, that's our sex topic this week? Menage a Trois?
Well, girl, you and Blakisha are doing our thing.
Excuse me. The podcast on Mondays and Wednesdays are now Dooley and Blake Keisha. We doing 3 ways, okay? Something of the sorts. I don't know. They ain't sticking into me. One of my pores, maybe. All right, that was an inside joke. Okay, then I am partnered, Dooley. Then I'm partnered with Airtime app. Thank you, Airtime, for the partnership. Love being with your baby for Tuesdays and Thursday shows. Tuesdays is Drag Race Everything at 6 p.m. Central. And on Thursdays, we're giving money away with Drag Race trivia and hot topics with Julie _ noted. Have a Cash App or a PayPal. I can give you $1 for you knowing.
Y'all was feeling y'all pussy 2 weeks ago. Y'all was gagged last week, and y'all gonna be gagged this week because y'all was feeling the pussy. So I'm making the trivia extra hard, bitch. I'm making a brand new board, a fresh ass board for Thursday, bitch. So y'all better be ready, girl.
Fabulous. Love it. We're all here for it. And again, thanks for tuning in and listening to us as Black content creators. I can say that, yes. All Black content creators here trying to make our things happen for ourselves and us being our own individual businessmen, okay? Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Hugs and kisses, our best love and wishes. Don't take us too seriously now. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Listen. Yeah.